So it looks like the Jussie or Jussie Smollett investigation is crumbling down like a house of cards. So, like everyone that doesn't live under a rock or in their mother's basement, everybody knows the story of this Smollett guy. He is an actor on a TV show called Empire. He's a gay black man, which is nothing wrong with it, because I've been told by the mainstream media that there's nothing wrong with it. So he was walking in Chicago at 2 a.m., going to Subway, just wanted to get a footlong. Nothing wrong with that, right? We all love our $5 footlongs, right? I know I do. So he's in Chicago, and the original story was that a couple of white guys came out of the shadows, punched him in the face, told him that this is Trump country, make America great again, poured bleach on him, and tied a noose around his neck. Now, we all know that in Chicago, it is, in fact, a Trump stronghold. I mean, Chicago, we all know, is Trump country, okay? Nothing but Trump supporters there in Chicago. I feel no safer than any other city that wearing my Make America Great Again hat, walking through Inglewood. A little bit outside of Chicago right there. It's great. It's a great place. Now, a lot of people have been saying that this story was fishy from the start and was quite possibly a hoax. Now, I know what you're thinking. This guy that I'm looking at right now is very, very good looking. What race is he? First of all, thank you for giving me that compliment, and I am white. But that does not mean that I cannot talk about news within the black community. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people were calling this Smollett guy out, saying that he was a liar, he was a fake, he was a fraud. His story didn't add up. Now, I know that this news and the reporting on it and all the attention that has been focused on this story, I know it's very important that this story remain in the headlines, especially coming out of Chicago, because there's nothing going on in Chicago. It's not like we have young black men going around killing each other like it's some kind of a video game and they're trying to get the high score. Who cares about that? That's to be expected of those people, okay? They do that, okay? That's just what they do. You know what I'm saying? We need to talk about this story. We need to talk about these racist Trump weirdos attacking this poor gay man, pouring bleach on him, tying a noose around his neck. What's going on? What's going on as a country? What are we doing? Well, apparently, the story has crumbled even more with the recent news of an arrest of a couple of Nigerian brothers from another mother's. Apparently, it looks like maybe these guys were the quote-unquote guys that attacked him because they were on camera. And apparently these guys are somewhat acquainted with Mr. Smollett. And apparently one of them played an extra on one of the episodes of Empire. Okay, very good. They conducted a search warrant at these guys' house, and they found a couple of hoods, some bleach. You know, everyone has bleach in their house. I mean, you know, I don't have bleach in my house because I'm homeless and I live in this van. But, yeah, they found some, you know, incriminating evidence. And, you know, listen, it's not looking good for this Smollett guy, okay? It's not looking good, okay? His story has more holes than a Swiss cheese sandwich. But I'm going to defend this guy. I'm going to defend this man, okay? Let me explain something to you. There has been rumors emanating that his character was supposed to be, I believe, written off the TV show. And when you reach a certain level of fame and notoriety, it becomes very addicting. It's almost like a drug. It's like a euphoric drug, and you're famous, and people adore you, and people love you. and you don't want to let that go. So if you hear from one of these producers like, we think we're about killing your character off. It's getting kind of boring, the whole gay. The gay thing's fine, but it's getting a little boring. You write your ass off. We're gonna just write you off. So your career, your livelihood is being taken away from you. So you're gonna have to come up with a way to get your name in the spotlight in the news. I mean, hell, look what happened with that guy that used to play on the Cosby Show. The Cosby Show. He was outed and shamed because he had a regular job at a supermarket, and his story it went so viral that he started getting movie roles. So this Smollett guy says, you know what? I got to come up with some kind of a, hoax to get my name out there. How about I go to Chicago, because that's a, well-documented Republican city, and I'll just get a couple of white guys. But I don't know any white guys. So he hires his friends. They're black. He doesn't think there's cameras looking anywhere or whatever. Just kind of rough me up a little bit. Pour some bleach on my face. And then we'll get the story going. And then I'll be in the news, and then I'll start being offered roles again. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with taking away attention from the urban decay, murder, thug plight that is emanating and coming from Chicago. Let's take the spotlight from that, which is never really on that, and let's put it on me, because I'm a selfish cocksucker. Literally. So that's what happens. You get faced with your fame immortality, if you will, and you say, you know what, I'm going to concoct a story, and I'm going to make a bunch of people look bad. I'm going to waste the time of police investigators, which can be better served catching murderers and criminals, but who cares, because it's just murderers killing other murderers, so who gives a shit? And I'm going to focus all the spotlight on me. And that's what he did. Now, I know what you're thinking. What color are your eyes? I don't fucking know. You fucking tell me. And I also know you're thinking something else. Why don't you fix that disgusting headliner on the roof of your van? I just don't have the money right now. Okay, I'm homeless. Anyways, I am Black Bigot. I hope I explained the story well enough to you. And if I didn't, who gives a shit? Alright guys, I gotta go to the bathroom.